Hello, hello, hello. Sorry, y'all, I'm late. Y'all, I don't know how long this is going to let me go live. I'm going live from my phone, and my phone storage is full. So we're going to see how long this will allow me to be great. Um, I scheduled this live all wrong. I should have done it from my computer, and I did it from my, um, I did it, excuse me, from my phone. But I know next time. All right, let me get some tissue. Hold on, y'all. Because every time I start talking, my nose starts to run. All right, so this is going to be a not a long stream, y'all, because I don't want to make this too long, and then I'm not able to get it all out. So I'm going to try to get this all out, and then moving forward, I will go live from my computer, y'all. All right. So, you all, I'm sure y'all saw the title. Let me just make sure that this is coming through. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me make sure this is coming through, y'all. If you are joining, if you could please hit the. Okay, yeah, it's on. If you could please hit the thumbs up button as you join. All right, y'all. So I'm sure you all saw the title, and that is what this classic movie teaches us about emotional manipulation. Now, I have to be honest, you all. I have seen this movie a million times. This is actually one of my favorite movies. Um, my high school sweetheart actually told me that I reminded him of Lynn Whitfield. He's like, "Are you crazy as hell too?" He was like, "Are you crazy as hell too?" So he always used to. Plus, when we were in high school, y'all. Now, before I became natural, just a little info, y'all. Before I was natural, my hair was relaxed, and I used to wear my hair. And let me tell y'all, my hair when it was relaxed, it looked like a perm. I mean, it looked like a wig, and like my hair would bounce and all that stuff, y'all. So I wore my hair kind of shoulder length, just how Lynn Whitfield had her hair in this movie. So I could definitely see the resemblance. Um, but I used to always think that was funny, and he would always go back to that anytime I would like go off on him or something. He would always be like, "You crazy like that Brandy lady." But anyway, y'all, if y'all are watching, if y'all could please hit the thumbs up for me, please, 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 please. We have 21 people watching, so we should have at least, can we at least get 10 likes? If everybody can press the like, that would be great. But can we at least get 10 thumbs up? That's all you got to do is press the thumbs up button. And then we're going to get started, y'all. This is a classic movie. Again, this is one of my favorite movies. And as many times as may have seen this movie, I never really stopped to think about the emotional manipulation that took place in this film. Okay. We have 2 likes. That's it, y'all. Okay. So maybe I just need to end the live. Can y'all please hit the like button, please? Just hit the thumbs up button, please. We've got 7 people on. Hi, Wendy. How are you doing? If you could please hit the thumbs up button. That's all I ask. I don't ask for anything else. If y'all could just please hit the thumbs up button. That just shares the live out so more people can join. Okay. So we talk about, and let me just say this, you all. I am not, thank you so much, Wendy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I am not a psychiatrist. I am not a psychologist. Thank you so much. If you could please hit the thumbs up button for me, please, as you watch. If you could just hit the thumbs up button for me, please. Um, I am not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist, so I cannot diagnose anybody, but I believe we can all agree that we know how to read and we know how to observe patterns. Okay? Please hit the thumbs up. Let's see how many thumbs up we got, y'all. Come on, y'all. I know y'all can do it. I know y'all can do it. I know y'all can do this. Please hit the thumbs up button. Okay. I think we can all agree that we know how to observe patterns. And so, as many times as I've watched this movie, being that it's one of my favorite movies, I never really took the time to really analyze the emotional dynamics of this particular film, right? Thank you so much for liking the video. I appreciate it. So let's first start by saying that the two characters, right? So we have the two main characters played by Martin Lawrence and Lynn Whitfield, right? And so when we look at these two characters, what were their names? It was Brandy, was it Webb? Was her name, and Martin Lawrence played Darnell. Okay. And so we go back and we look, and again, I'm not saying that Darnell, the character, was a narcissist. I'm not saying that. I cannot diagnose and say that he was a narcissist. But I will tell you this: there are some dynamics here that we're going to talk about that is a clear indicator that that he definitely displayed strong, and when I say strong, I mean very strong narcissistic um, behavior. Okay, so let's just say that. So, number one, he pursued her. All right. Remember that Darnell was chasing her down. Y'all remember that? He was chasing her down. He presented himself as deeply interested. He made her feel chosen and special. I think that could be the whole topic right there. He made her feel chosen and special, you all. That's what he did. Right? Consistent pursuit can make someone believe the relationship is genuine. Now, how many times have I said, y'all, in these narcissistic relationships where you're in a relationship with someone that is a narcissist, everything that the person is showing you feels genuine. It feels real. You really believe that this person is really interested in you. You really believe that this person really is trying to get to know you. If you're watching, can you please hit the thumbs up button, y'all? And that way I don't have to keep stopping. We have 6 people on, so we should have at least 6 thumbs ups. Number 2, he created emotional investment. All right. So let me back up and say this, y'all. People don't fall for words alone. That's not what people fall for. People fall for consistency. People don't just fall for you telling them good things. People fall for consistency. Go back and look at your relationship. If y'all have been in relationships with people that you believe are narcissists, and again, none of us can diagnose anybody unless you are a psychiatrist or psychologist. But for those of y'all that have looked at the scale, right? You can go on Google and type in the sliding scale for a narcissist, and if they have so many of those characteristics, they are, right? And so we could say that, right? We could say that, even though we can't clinically diagnose anybody. We could say based off of what we have observed and what the sliding scale says that this person meets that criteria. And with that being said, everything that these people are showing you, everything that Darnell showed Brandy was that he was interested in her. He showed her that it was like lights, camera, action. You know what I'm saying? He was interested. Not only was he interested, he was invested. Okay. He created emotional investment. He spent time with her. He flirted intensely. Y'all remember doing all that BS? Going up to the ranch, doing all that horseback riding, all that shit. All he was trying He was trying to get her, y'all. He had to get her, showing up, giving her that big old bouquet of flowers. He flirted intensely. He encouraged emotional and physical intimacy. Y'all, listen. Go back and look at your relationship dynamics, and you will see that everything moved fast, right? Y'all remember how fast things were moving in this movie? Things was moving very fast. They were moving very fast, and it's done that way on purpose to get you emotionally invested quickly. They got to do it quickly so that they can hook you in, only to build you up and all of this, just to cut you loose. And I have also talked about the same intensity that these people use to hook you in. That's the same intensity that they use when the relationship is over. Just as fast as they fell in love with you, that's just how fast it's going to be when they cut you off at the end. And you're going to be you were sitting back looking like, well, I thought they said they loved me. How could they just drop me that fast? How could they just get over me that fast when literally I supposedly have been the center of their universe for the past however long? Hi, Josephine. How are you? Do y'all see these patterns here? It's intense. It's intense, 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 intense. Then they cut you off with the same intensity that they pursued you. The cutoff is strong. What are you talking about? And I am good. Oh, good. Oh, well, it's on the thumbnail, Josephine. So we're talking about the emotional dynamics of the movie, Thin Line Between Love and Hate. That's why I have the thumbnail up there. So we're just breaking it down. This is a classic movie, and I thought I would break this down because this is a popular movie. This is one of my favorite movies. And be it that I talk about narcissism all the time, I never really sat down and looked at the dynamics that took place within the relationship between Darnell and Brandy and how it displays everything that I talk about every day, y'all, on this channel. So that's what we're talking about. So, emotional investment doesn't happen overnight. It develops because someone consistently shows interest. I don't know what that is. My favorite movie is Hunger Games. Okay. Well, you'll have to go watch it then, Love Between Love and Hate. It's a classic movie, and if you are at all interested in this topic of narcissism, it will break down a lot of the dynamics that I talk about on here every day. It's a clear example. It's a cut, clear example of all of the things that I talk about. Okay, so his energy changed after he got what he wanted. Wait, did I talk about investment? Okay. So it develops because someone consistently shows interest. So emotional investment is something that develops because someone is consistently showing interest. They're showing up, making it seem as if they really are interested in you. Okay? So now we're moving along. His energy changed after he got what he wanted, after they became intimate. Y'all remember when they did the do? And let me just back up and say that, she did say, she said that she had, I don't know if she had just got out of a relationship, but that her last relationship hurt her really bad, and that she really wasn't looking for a relationship, and that she could not be hurt again. Y'all, she made that disclaimer. She made that disclaimer that Her last relationship hurt her so bad, and that her heart could not go through it again. But yet he continued to pursue her. So after they became intimate, his enthusiasm declined. Y'all remember that? Once he got her in the sheets, after that, he started to switch up. He became emotionally unavailable. He stopped prioritizing her. All of that pop up and all that nonsense with the flowers and all of that stuff went away. So, one thing we can take away is one of the hardest experiences is when someone's behavior before intimacy is completely different from their behavior afterwards. Now, when we look at narcissistic dynamics, you know, these people will show interest even after y'all become intimate because they got to keep you, they got to, it's almost like they got to use you up for however long they can use you. For however long they can use you, they need to use you up. So if y'all are intimate relatively early, they will still continue to show up, but the dynamics are going to change. Hi, Joseph. How are you? God bless you too. The dynamics are going to change. They're going to continue to show up because they need something from you. But slowly but surely things are going to change. And that is exactly what happened in this movie. Things started to change, but things started to change relatively fast. So no more, he wasn't available no more. He stopped prioritizing her. One of the hardest experiences is when someone's behavior before intimacy, I already read that, is completely different from their behavior afterward. He avoided honest communication. He distanced himself. He made excuses. He attempted to move on without a direct conversation. So when we say that he was an avoidant, when we say he has some avoidant personality there, she experienced emotional whiplash because he did all of this. He fed her all of this attention. He fed her all of this time. He fed her all of the. Let me tell y'all what he did. And what do I talk about this, y'all? He mirrored her. He showed up as the person that he thought she wanted. And y'all remember what he said? What did Darnell say in the movie when he showed up at the house, right? Because he was, trying to play like he was going to buy the house. He was like, I can't afford all this. The narcissist can fake it until they just can't fake it anymore, y'all. That's what y'all got to understand. How many dinners can these people buy before it's like, okay, I can't buy no more dinners? How many bouquets of flowers can they buy until it's like, okay, I can't buy you no more flowers? How many handbags can they buy you until it's like, okay, I can't buy you anymore? These people cannot maintain. They cannot. They're showing up as you. They're mirroring you. And that is exactly what he did in this movie. He mirrored her. She was very sophisticated, very high caliber, a beautiful woman, very well put together, financially secure. She was very to herself. I don't think she had dated. I think it had been a while since she had even been in a relationship. Very modest, not for the streets. Hi, Kentrell. How are you? But here he come with his slimy self, dressing himself up like he was really on her level when he wasn't. I think he was living at home. Wasn't he living with his mom, y'all? Help me remember. Was he living at home with his mother? So he made excuses. I'm doing good. How are you doing? He started to avoid her. Again, she experienced emotional whiplash because it was a switch up, right? He switched up on her. He switched up fast, though. Um, Avoidance, that's what I just said. Avoidance often creates deeper wounds than honesty. Think about if you have spent this amount of time with somebody, however long it is, you spend this time with someone. Thank you so much. You spend this time with someone, you think that they're really interested in you, you think y'all are building a relationship or whatever, and then they just switch up. That can leave anybody sitting back like, what did I just experience? He gave her everything and took it away. It's almost like giving somebody something of high value and then coming to snatch it back from them. It's like, but I thought you said this was mine. I thought you know what I'm saying? You made it seem like this was for me. Like, and you just take it all back? So, when we talk about emotional whiplash, we can also think about how she was discarded. Happened to me. Yeah, it happened to me too. Everything I'm telling y'all, listen, why y'all think I can talk about it so good? Because it happened to me also. Oh, I can tell you firsthand. So she felt discarded. That shift can leave someone questioning whether any of the relationship was real. Y'all, I have talked about previously where you will go through periods, myself included, where you sit back and you're like, was anything that I experienced, was any of it real? That'll have to be a separate video. Was any of what I experienced with this person, was it real? This is how we see these people ending up in legal issues. This is how we see people ending up on shows like Snapped, For My Man. They're in situations like this where people, they're playing with people. Stop playing with folks. Because even people that are very, I would say, put together, somewhat emotionally stable, what have you, you never know what somebody's breaking point is, y'all. You don't know. Even the strongest of people, under the wrong circumstances, can be very mentally fragile. Okay. So she felt rejected. So rejection can activate existing emotional wounds. Um, we in the film, it also led us to believe that she had some prior trauma things that had happened to her, right? If you go back and you look at the movie, she had some things that had happened to her that already had her in a very emotionally unstabilized position. So we never know what next thing in somebody's life could possibly send them over the edge, you all. We don't know. And here you are playing games with folks and treating people as if they're day old bread and throwing them in the garbage. like Panera Bread throws their bread from the next day, they throw it all in the trash. That's how you're out here treating people. They're no good anymore because they're a day old. So we're throwing the breads and the bagels and the slices of bread and the muffins, and we're throwing all that in the trash. People are out here treating people like that. It's disgusting, you all, when you think about it. So a painful breakup doesn't create every wound, but it can expose wounds that were already there. So the fact that, she had already said she had some relationship, a relationship previously that, left her broken because of those wounds, and going into another relationship, you are automatically putting yourself up to where you're going to be vulnerable, right? You're putting your heart basically out to say, I'm going to give love a chance. I did it. I'm going to give love a chance again. And in putting yourself and y'all, let's say this. She had reservations. She was very reserved the entire time. I did it too. She was reserved. Y'all go back and look at the movie. She was reserved the entire time. He was the one that was pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. So in a moment, she decided, I'm going to give this a try. And in giving things a try, that was the moment that she ended up getting her world literally shattered because Darnell was on game. He was on game time, y'all. He was there for a good time, not a long time. Hurt does not justify abuse. Feeling betrayed never justifies stalking, violence, false accusations, or revenge. We can acknowledge emotional pain while also holding people accountable for harmful actions. So she did seek revenge. How many times did I say that, y'all? For my man. Snapped. Where do y'all think these stories come from? These are regular people. It's not justified. Them doing the things that they did are not, it's not justified. But you have to understand that when you put yourself in a position and you are purposely getting into people's lives, and this is the thing, y'all have, oh my, ooh, that just opened up a whole nother level of revelation. Y'all go back and look at that film. How many times have I said the narcissist leaves a trail of broken hearts behind them? Brandy was just one of many, y'all. Who was the other? It went through clips of other people that he was talking to before her. And he did them the same. He did them the same way. One of the young ladies had some children or something. He cut her off, cut the kids off. It was another girl that he was talking to. I think she was a hairdresser or something. Cut her off. These people have a history of just tearing up folks' lives and leaving them behind like they don't mean nothing. Manipulation and accountability can both exist. Darnell behaved selfishly and deceptively. Brandy remained responsible for her own dangerous actions. So he was being he was calculated, y'all. He saw what he wanted. But the thing is, he knew he had to step to her. He knew he had to step to her a certain kind of way. And he did all of the things that he needed to do to get where he needed to be with her. But it was all an act. It was all fakery, y'all. Recognizing manipulative behavior does not remove personal accountability. So I have said this, y'all, and I'm going to back up and I'm going to say this, and basically talking about the revenge, right? Because she sought revenge on him. She went crazy, y'all. She lost it. How many times? And I thank God for his self-control. I thank God for, because I know it's nothing but God, y'all. I'm being transparent. I don't know about y'all. I'm talking about me now, right? So we're talking about where she took revenge in this movie. She got him back. She got him. It landed her in jail, but she got, y'all listen. How many times, and some of these people have ended up having legal problems. Narcissists will have you in trouble with the law. Oh, okay. These people are no strangers to the law, you all. They get in trouble. They will have people in trouble with the law. All while they're sitting back like, "Oh, I'm the victim." Isn't that what he did after she went total crazy on him? He's sitting back like, "Oh, I don't know." Well, you know, you sat here and played with this woman this entire time, not justifying what she did, but he knew he was on game time from the beginning, y'all. It's almost like, you know, when you were in school, and we've seen movies about kids that pretend to want to befriend a child in school. And it's like, oh, you know, yeah, let's invite them. Let's do whatever, whatever. We're going to invite them, make them feel like they're a part, whatever, whatever. And then they unleash on this person. Maybe they get them someplace and they're like, ha ha ha, you thought you was our friend. You're not our friend. And they jump the person. Or they drop them off someplace and they got to scrounge and try to figure out how they're going to get back home. You tricked this person. And then now when they go up to the school and do something crazy, the same children that did this to this child, now their parents on the news crying because something catastrophic has happened. But what they're not talking about is that these children bully this child, falsely befriended them to make it like they was going to be their friend, only to turn around and be like, "Hi, we're not your friend." People can lose it, y'all. You never know where somebody's breaking point is. And so that was her breaking point, y'all. She got him back. And so this is why it is important. It is important. If you don't take anything else away from what I'm saying, it is important to look at patterns. You got to look at patterns. If people are constantly showing up and they're not, y'all listen, I don't care, because a lot of people, they will fake it as long as they can fake it till they can't fake it no more. They will fake it as long as they can. They'll try to fake it for a year. They'll fake it for 2 years. Some will try to hang on 3, 4, 5 years. They're going to show you some things in between that time, but they're going to try to keep up as long as they can keep up, right? Until they can't fake no more. But it is important because with narcissists, I've talked about this, you're going to see it. You're going to see that mass drop within the first 30, probably the first 3 months. You're going to see it between the first, depending on the type of person it is, between the first 6 to 10 weeks. you're going to see the mask drop. It's going to drop and they'll put it back up, right? When you see that mask drop, you better go because it's going down from there. Because they're not going to hold that mask in place forever. And see, in my position where I was, the person, once I saw who they were, y'all, all they could do was just run and hide. That's all they did. Because it's like, what else can be said? When you figure out somebody and when you really figure out what they're up to and you really uncover the grimy things that they're doing behind your back, what else can be said? What else can they do, y'all? Why would they come back around? They're not going to come back around because they can't answer the tough questions. So the takeaway of this movie, y'all, you got to watch for consistency. Do the effort remain after they've earned your trust? After you've spent time, right? Are they consistently being consistent? Or is it highs and lows? They dipping in, dipping out. Do their actions continue? Ooh, that's deep. Do their actions continue to match their words? Or are they giving you excuses? I talked about, y'all, when you're talking and when you're in that relationship, you will begin to see that these people subtly begin to fall off. It's like they're not even when they tell you something and they don't do what they say they're going to do, they'll be apologetic in the beginning, but as time goes on, they don't even care no more. They don't even care anymore, and then they will flip it around to say that you're not understanding to whatever they have going on. Well, that's not the case because more than likely you have stood by just to see if they're going to even do what they say they're going to do, and they never do. Real love isn't measured by how intensely someone pursues you, it's measured by how consistently they choose you. Like what you're doing today, can you maintain that 10 years from now? And these folks can't. What you're doing in the relationship in the first 6 months, can you maintain that 6 years from now? Let's not even go that far. Can you maintain that 6 months from now? They can't. They can't do it, y'all. Real love isn't measured by how intensely someone pursues you. It's measured, I just read that, measured by how consistently they choose you. The beginning of a relationship can feel incredible. Oh, y'all. It can feel so right. Like where have you been all my life? The beginning can feel incredible when someone is pursuing you with everything they have, but lasting healthy relationships are built on consistency, honesty, and mutual respect, not simply on the excitement of being pursued. Is the person consistently showing up for you? Are they consistently choosing you? Or are they tipping and dipping? Hopefully, this wasn't a spoiler alert. If you haven't seen the movie, make sure you go and watch it, y'all. This is a good movie. This is a good movie. And I was thinking about it and I said, how many times have I seen this movie but never really recognized these patterns? And they're all there. That's deep. So hopefully y'all will go watch it. Let me know what y'all think. Come back, put some comments in the comment section. I wanted to come on, y'all. I told you all I don't really have a schedule yet for the live streams. It will just be either a Wednesday, Thursday, or a Friday. This week it was a Friday, because I do have two younger children, so it's hard for me to plan a stream with taking care of my kids and also taking care of my elderly father. So I just kind of have to give y'all those 3 days and y'all see which day it's gonna be. And hopefully, if y'all can join, you can. But if not, you can come back and watch the replay. Um, I am going to put my one-on-one link below. I'm learning a lot from you. Aw, thank you so much, Joseph. Thank you for commenting. I appreciate it. You know, that's what I'm here for. I don't mind sharing my story because I know that I'm helping somebody. I know that. And let me tell y'all something. How I got through the dark times, when I was in early on in my relationship and I didn't know, y'all, I was watching videos like this. I was watching people on YouTube, watching videos. I appreciate you too. Aw. I was watching videos. So if I can do the same thing and I can tell other people, you're not crazy. What you experience, you're not crazy. You're not by yourself. Other people have gone through it. But these are the things that you need to do. These are the things you should be looking out for. You should not consistently be with someone and they're showing you these things. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be. And so that's what I'm here to do. And if I have to tell my testimony a million times, then that's what I'll do because I know I'm helping somebody. I'm going to pin the one-on-one link if you need a one-on-one, if you need to vent, if you need help, escaping a toxic relationship. I would love to talk with you. And my one-on-one link is I am accepting new clients. So I think that's it, y'all. I just wanted to come over here and talk about this movie and hopefully shed some light and y'all got something out of this. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's a very entertaining movie. And like I said, it's one of my favorite movies. Um, but I will see y'all later. Make sure that if you are watching the replay of this video, that you press the thumbs up button. And if you're new, subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all later.